Let me tell you a story. So I was working with one jiu-jitsu school right outside of New York City, and the results from their Facebook campaign was fantastic. Every single day we get multiple leads coming in. It was like my phone was just buzzing off the hook because I get notifications every time somebody would sign up and give their information from the Facebook campaign saying they're interested in joining the gym. So I asked the owner, how is he following up with all of the leads? And he said that there was a guy behind the front desk who was calling up each of the leads every time that they came in. So this was a great system, and the guy behind the front desk was calling, but then over time, he would call a little bit less and a little bit less. And at the end of the campaign, like last week, he wasn't even calling at all. That said, they were able to get at the end of everything, they were able to get more than 60 leads, and they got about 12 new students from that. Now let's compare that with another school that I worked with. Now this school was in a small town outside of Boston, and it was a small town. Not too many people lived in that area. So when we ran the campaign, the results weren't as strong. They still got a bunch of leads, but not nearly as many as the other school did. At the end of the month, they got around 25 leads, but they got 12 students from the leads. Now, I hope that grabbed your attention, because you got one school who got like 60 plus leads, they got 12 students, but then you got another school that got 25 leads and they also got 12 students. So what gives? What's the big deal? So I wanted to know this myself. So I called up the guy who's working the leads at the smaller Boston school, and I asked him what he's doing. And what he said is that the big secret is that he was using text messaging to get a hold of the leads. So it makes so much sense when you think about it, because today when you see a phone number come in, or you see a phone call come in and it's from a number that you don't recognize, most of the time you're not going to answer that number. However, if you receive a text message, even from a number you don't recognize, you'll read that text message and hear what's going on. So from the leads perspective, they would sign up for a form to get a special offer. They would get a text message, and then they would remember, oh yes, I asked for this communication, and that's where they opened up the dialogue. Now, this was such a huge deal that it actually changed our service offering at PM Now. So before, we used to just let people handle their own leads, but since we found out that text messaging was so important, we actually set it up where that once somebody fills out a form on a campaign, they will automatically receive a text message. But even better, we use specific software where it's a two-way messaging system. It's kind of like AIM Instant Messenger, where our clients and in-house, we actually help manage these leads also. We can text with the different leads and find out when they can actually come in to receive their special offer. So if you are not using text messaging yet, I highly encourage you to do that with any prospective students and also with your existing students. Final thing is, look, if you like this video, if you think it could be helpful to anybody else, please share it. Email them, text message, send a direct message, but get it into their hands so that they can get more students, grow their gym, and have a greater impact. Thanks a lot, guys.